Because I refuse to believe that anybody's upbringing is such that the parents have told you, beta, it's okay to steal. Has any of your parents told you that? They all are our well-wishers. They're the best well-wishers we have in our lives. So if you don't feel proud, think about the consequences. Will I feel, not the procedural consequences that you might encounter after being caught. I'm not talking about you're guilty if you're caught. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about your own conduct when nobody is watching. There's a rule that you ought to come back to the campus by 11:30. That rule is because the police insists on account of safety issues. But we don't tell you, go back to your hostels. Hostel gates are not closed. You be wherever you are, but conduct yourself responsibly. Because all of you are adults. We don't want to be snooping around. In fact, if I see two people sitting on the pavement, maybe they are studying, maybe they are talking, maybe they are cuddling together. It doesn't matter to me. And if I'm driving the car, I switch off the light and pass by them and then switch on the light. No, it's not something to laugh about. That is the respect that we need to have for others' privacy. How will it be if I put a limelight on you if you are sitting like that? Then you should also respect others' privacy. So, will your action impinge on others' rights or others' legitimate claims? By copying and scoring a higher mark, are you not pushing certain other students who worked on their own, thereby getting pushed below you? Yes or no? No? Do I take silence as no or yes? So, if somebody else does it to you, will you feel happy? Then don't do it. That's all, simple. We have 51 faculty members roughly. But your learning is going to come from all of yourselves. We are just facilitators. We don't teach. I can't tell you what is right, what is wrong. The PGP rule book says the don'ts. Because sometimes students get very legalistic and then ask us, sir, that is not mentioned in the rule book, this is not mentioned, so I didn't know. But if I take an action, then they get very technical. Sir, even a person who's going to be hanged is given another chance. So this is the first time I committed this. I've always been a good guy. Please check with my teachers, sir. I mean, if you're not Salman Khan and then you run over somebody, sir, this is the first time I killed somebody, please forgive me. Is it okay for the judge? Remember, you are not Salman Khan. So there are no second chances. There are only kings. It takes you on a different trajectory. There is nothing right or wrong in what you do. Think of consequences. Is it acceptable or unacceptable? And it doesn't always mean that only if I get caught there are consequences. If somebody else also starts doing this, then do unto others what you want others do unto you. That's the kind of culture we want here, where we take pride. Remember, once I retire, I am a retired faculty. Once I go to some other place and work, I become a faculty of that place. But you will remain a Tapian for your lifetime. Yes or no? Now, would you like to read something on, today it is Facebook, tomorrow it could be Facebook, whatever it is. Somebody says, scandal in Tap Me. How will you like to read that? Will you feel happy? Then isn't it equally your responsibility to make this place a positive culture? I don't know. Why are you all so scared about this? And taking one F in a quiz, what's the big deal? If you don't know the answer, I don't know the answer, period. We don't tell you don't go out, but keep us informed where you're going. Cell phones, switch it off. Sina was talking about it yesterday. Don't walk into the class late. It's not because it's a rule. It's a culture. There are 59 students who are there and the class has started. You walk in late. What is the respect? Forget about the faculty member. What is the respect you are showing to the other 59 students who are your own colleagues? Is that an acceptable proposition? You may say, sir, there may be unforeseen circumstances. Bad luck. Rajdhani Express doesn't wait for you because of unforeseen circumstances. You miss the train, that's it. Life doesn't wait. And practice it here. Sir, it was raining, so what? Yesterday it was sunshine. Day before yesterday it was windy. So? And you'll come across this question, so what, very frequently. Why are you telling me? You're supposed to manage your time. If you don't have breakfast, you are screwing up your health. And that's going to have its own impact. So, get up a little early in the morning and do it. Simple. I mean, this must have been told to you by your parents. Maybe your mother will come and remove the blanket over your head. Say, get up. But here nobody is there, you are on your own, the newfound freedom. This is where all the more important for us to be responsible. Now, this is about responsible conduct among yourselves. Now, if you do not understand something in the class and the faculty is going on, it is your job to stop the faculty and say, excuse me, sir, I did not understand this. And if you have a serious disagreement on an issue, it is your responsibility to say, sir, no, I look at it, I have a different take on this. No faculty will say, you cannot disagree with me. The learning happens among students and the faculty is on the sidelines, facilitating the discussions and learning, helping you put together things. In some classes, if you yawn, you are fined 100 rupees. What? That's also yawn, pay 100 rupees. Simple. When you yawn, you are communicating to me, oh, come on, stop boring me, man. I don't like negative feedback, so I take 500 rupees. No, it's just a sense of responsibility. Tomorrow, your CEO is there in the room, and then you feel like yawning. I'm not telling you don't yawn. There are very nice ways of doing this. Learn that. That is good practice. Did you see me yawning? You didn't, right? But then suddenly you open your mouth like hippopotamus. And then the faculty says, suddenly you find something here and you find faculty's finger there. Pay 100 rupees. Sir, no, I was not yawning. Acha? For saying that, pay 500 rupees. These are all things which we were taught in schools, weren't we? Yes or no? How to sneeze. I mean, nobody is going to tell you don't sneeze. But don't sneeze in the other person's head. Use a hanky and then and be courteous to say, I'm sorry. And if you have a problem of continuous sneezing, take permission and go out. I know there are people who have this weakness. When they start sneezing, it doesn't stop for 2 dozens. No, I'm not joking. This is a serious problem. I've seen people having this. They can't stop. I mean, my previous director had that problem. When he starts sneezing, he used to sneeze continuously. It used to be very pathetic. All we are talking about is have good manners that will make you proud of this place. And if you see somebody making a mistake, don't think, that's not my headache. If you don't agree, please assert yourself. Nobody is going to get violent with you. If anybody gets violent with you, come, tell me. I don't have much here, but I have enough here. There are so many ways of skinning a cat. Violence will not be tolerated. Verbal violence will not be tolerated. No racist comments, no sexist comments. Nothing. No religious animosity. We are here to tolerate with respect. Respect diversity. If you had read our mission statement and the values and all that, you would have seen this. Now, that is what defines our culture here. Culture is not, if you take this action, what will be the consequence, this will be the punishment. So you go to the rule book, like what the chartered accountants do. So you have a loophole here, you can do this. There are no limits on experimentation. Just ensure that it is a responsible act. You will have faculty advisory system. There will be more talks about that. You might feel sometimes down. You might feel depressed. Sometimes depressions don't help you, don't tell you why you are depressed. Maybe just depressed. It happens to all of us. An unknown reason why there is some kind of a butterfly. Fix up a time with your faculty advisor. Go spend a few minutes, have a cup of tea. Nothing is wrong in telling a faculty member, can I have a cup of tea, please? Even better is, sir, can you join me for a cup of tea in the canteen? Faculty will appreciate that. You ask, you get help. I'm paraphrasing Jesus Christ. You search, you will find. You knock, the door will open for you. Have I put it correctly? Yes. Okay. She was not listening to me. Everything depends on you. Madhu will be talking about the Bloomberg lab. And you think me and Madhu are fighting? No, we are not. That is just to keep the entertainment up. But we collectively work. There's a lot of collectivism. We may disagree among faculty. I mean, if you have 51 intellectuals, you will have 570 opinions. I may not disagree with you, but I'll respect your right to express your disagreement. That is a good culture. I may have a very strong view against LGBT, but I'll not go public talking about it. I'll not insult people about that. I won't even talk about it. Because these are sensitive issues. I may not believe in communism, but somebody believes in communism. I cannot call him a commie. That's a slang, that's a racist statement in a way. Terms like, he's a bomb, he's a Sardarji, he's a Tambram, he's a Golti, he's a Guju. These are also racist terms. But we use them, right? Don't we? I'm not saying don't use these phrases. Be just sensitive to the fact that these are indeed racist statements, racist comments. Use it or don't use it, it's left to you. If your friends feel comfortable with it, be okay. But if they're not, then there's a problem. So our culture is live and let live. And if you want to have really amazing toilets, flush it properly. That's where it starts. Don't expect others to do your job. If you use the whiteboard for discussions in the class after the faculty has gone off, when you go back, wipe it off and leave the clean board. Don't yawn. If you have a problem with food, please tell the warden. There's a problem with the food. We don't like it. Chicken is not cooked properly. These guys don't know. Warden will say, why don't you take it up and do it? Challenge, take it. You won't get a challenge like this again in your life. I had a Sikh student here who kept on saying, these guys don't know how to. Why don't you teach him, yaar? You come from the land of chapatis. Teach him how to make chapatis. He took it up and he taught them. That year chapatis were good. These fellows went back to the tanned leather chapati again. Unless you take the lead, things are not going to happen. So you have to make it happen. Will you? All the best. Why did you clap? All is well that ends, is it?